how much of this is picking up on the camera, but very interesting crosswind. I know a lot of it has to do with being so close to that semi, but hey, he wanted to jump in front of me at that distance. So far, the only upgrades I definitely want to look at for this bike are getting new highway pegs. And I'm sure that these work fine when they were new. I don't know how old they are. But the right-hand one, no matter how much I tighten it up, and what I do to it, it keeps, instead of sitting like this, it keeps going like that. So it's not really effective for putting my feet up, at least my foot up. So I want to get new ones of that, and I want to look at either trying to get a new seat or get one of those nice little comfy pads to put on this seat, just because I've been riding for about 3 hours and I can already feel it in my tailbone. So definitely looking at getting a more comfortable seat would be advisable. I mean, so far I couldn't have picked a better day for, you know, taking a almost 700-mile trip. Nice little bit of cloud cover should help without, you know, with the trying not to look like a lobster when I show up. Be fun to see how dark I look when I get back. And now we are in Arkansas, or as I've heard it referred to, and I've been told not to say it in the state, Arkansas. Apparently people down here take offense if you call it Arkansas. Picking up a lot more wind the further west we go, though. Had a couple of times where I had to put the bike into a lean into the wind to keep it steady, otherwise it was going to push me across the lane. That's always fun. So we are on the south side of Little Rock, about 112 miles from Texarkana on I-30. First time I ever came down here, this is what the whole road pretty much looked like. You had a nice median with trees growing up all down on the center of it, and beautifully shaded. It was actually a little more overgrown on the other side. Maybe it was just the time of day, but there was more shade cast on the road. But now, the last few times I've been down this way, you get up here, they've cut all the trees out of the center. It's not nearly as pretty as it used to be. And I think that's a damn shame. But I do believe that this is the last really long stretch. You turn onto I-30 and it's like 140 miles. Let you stay on one road. I don't think there's anything like that in Texas. Once we get there, I think it's all shorter times. But we shall see. This is only the second time I've taken this particular route going into Texas. This is based off of where I'm staying at. Yeah, you can see here where they cut all the trees out. It's not as pretty. I'd much rather have scenes like this than like up there where there's nothing. If I wanted to be able to see the other side of traffic all the time, I drive in major cities. I like getting outside of them into the countryside where you have the nature. Alright, so we are just coming up on Texarkana, which means the Texas border is also very close. What are you honking at? It's kind of a shame, though. None of the states, at least on the way down so far, have had a really good place to stop and take a picture of their welcome to whatever state sign. I do believe the ones on the New Mexico-Texas border on I-40 have some good places to stop and take pictures. But none of these do.